Hidden Valley was still shrouded in morning mist when Lila opened her eyes. She blinked long, moonlit lashes, purple and lavender striped. The sun was high in the sky, casting light through the treetops, dancing golden spotlights across her lavender spots. It had been a week since Lila and Leial, the lion with the patch over one eye, had saved the valley's great tree of whispers. The magical valley creatures had been celebrating with lanterns and song and stories every night since. Lila was finally home, but this morning there had been a strange, sad humming sound that had vibrated through the valley, a low, quiet call, like the song of an old fairy tune. Lila cocked her head. "Do you hear that, Leial?" she whispered. Leial, the lion with the shaggy yellow mane and a patch over one eye, won in a story contest during his very first adventure, flicked his ears. "It's coming from that lake," he said, "the one we were all told to stay away from. Echo Lake, the wide stretch of blue water at the very edge of the valley. No one went there. No one knew why, but that sound, it was a call. Curiosity was stronger than fear in Lila's heart. "I think we need to find out what's wrong," she whispered. So they walked, past the fields of singing blossoms and the rainbow bridge guarded by hummingbirds, and down the twisty river path where stone turtles lined the bank. Closer to the lake, the air was chillier. The trees leaned in a little, hushing each other. Then they saw it. The water was still, glass-like, but in the middle, a cyclone of fog hummed quietly. Beneath it, a faint light pulsed, like a trapped heartbeat. Suddenly, a voice rippled across the water. "Help me!" Lila's eyes widened. "Did you hear?" "Yes." Leial flicked his ears again. "That sounded like a child." But before either of them could move, Lila was in the water, up to her knees in cold. She had to know. The water lapped around her hooves, cold and delicious, but the tug of that voice brought her forward. Leial padded in beside her, ever so brave. As they approached the fog, a beam of light shot up into the air, and up from the water floated a figure, a tiny, translucent water sprite, glowing with a soft blue light, eyes wet with tears. "My name is Myra," she said, her voice like raindrops. "I've been stuck in this lake for 100 years. Lila moved closer. "Why? Who put you in the lake?" The water sprite bobbed just above the water. "I was a guardian of this valley long ago, but I broke the ancient code. I shared some of my magic to help a sick baby creature, and for that, the valley elders imprisoned me in this lake." Leial's growl was low. "That wasn't wrong. That was kind." The sprite nodded. "Kind, yes, but against the rules. Now the magic that keeps me here hums through this lake, calling out to me, and it's drying up the roots of the valley." Lila's heart ached. The valley had given her a home. She had to give back. "Can we set you free?" she asked. Myra blinked at her in the quiet fog. "Only if someone offers a piece of their heart magic in return." Lila looked to Leial. Leial looked back. "I'll do it," they said at the same time, but Myra shook her head. "Only one may offer the gift." Lila stepped forward, closer to the light. "I'll give a little of my light," she said. "If I've learned one thing, it's that love isn't love if you don't share it." The water sprite's eyes shimmered. "Are you sure, child of Moonmark?" Lila nodded. "Surer than anything." The water sprite raised her arms. Wind whirled around the lake. The water shimmered. A beam of golden light burst from Lila's chest, a strand of her heart magic, warm and steady, and flowed into the lake. The fog cracked, the light flared, and with one last sparkle, the spell was broken. The water sprite floated free in the air, her colors now bright and vibrant. She grinned, wide and true. "You've given me freedom," she said, "and with it, I'll keep the valley safe once more." Lila wobbled a little, her legs weak, but she felt light, and up from the sky came soft music, the valley singing its song of thanks. Back in the village, the animals gathered and celebrated once more, but this time they gave the day a name, Lila's Light Day, and every year after, they would all gather at the lake, telling stories and singing songs beneath the stars, all because one purple giraffe gave a piece of her heart to help a stranger.